Hey guys, so are we all? So welcome to My Way Tarot. This will be a general weekly reading for the sign of Aquarius. So if you're an Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mercury or North Node in your birth chart, this reading will be for you. Everything that you need to know can be found in the description box below. So guys, this is not my usual style of reading and this is not my usual location, but I'm kind of mending and making do as of right now until circumstances potentially change. So we'll just go with the flow, guys. We'll just surrender to the universe and go with the flow, right? Have trust and faith in the process. Okay. Anyway, the windows are open because it's like 30 degrees here today and it's incredibly humid. I've had the fan on for most of the times, but I do turn it off when I'm doing my readings. So, because I didn't want you guys to have that additional noise on top of what was going on outside. And I've got the microphone closer to me as well by lying down rather than sitting up like I was before in the last lot of weekly readings. And this actually seemed like a really good idea, like I would be more comfortable, but now my back is also playing up in regards to that as well. So maybe slightly regretting that, but it's better than what I was doing before. Anyway, enough of me rambling on. Maybe I should just edit all of that. Let's get into your reading, guys. It's all part of the fun, right? Angels of love and light, we please have clear and concise messages for Aquarius placements. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mercury, and North Node. What do they need to know for the current energies of the upcoming week of the 14th to the 20th of July, 2025? What do they need to know? What do they need to hear, please? And thank you. I just heard somebody go, yay! What on earth? Yay! Ace of Swords. So is this yay to a breakthrough? A new idea? A flash of inspiration? Like you trying of something out? Like you thought about it in your head for a while and then you thought, right, well, I know I've got to take action on this. And so then you follow through with it and it's actually worked out. And so now you're kind of, I'm hearing doing like a little happy dance. Because you're like, yay, it worked. I'm hearing your intuition is on point. So you've obviously done some sort of meditation, or you've just been in this energy of trying to relax here. And it's like the downloads are coming through for you, and you're like, do you know what? I better make a note of this, or I got to jot it down, or I got to put it in my phone, or what have you. 333 on the timer as I say this. And it could have been something that you previously had forgotten about, and then you come back to it and you're like, actually now feels like a good time to get this up and running. Or maybe this is something that you've just recently thought of and you're like, do you know what, let's give this a shot, let's give this a shot. So something about a book may be important here, whether there's a specific book that you also may be feeling kind of called to read, because there could be an important message or something, information in there for you that could be an answer to a question that you had. Or maybe you are thinking about writing a book and then putting it through in regards to getting it published. There could be something in regards to signing on the dotted line to do with a contract, maybe for a new job. Or there could even be like this energy of celebration because you've won, to do with a legal situation, a legal scenario. So you could be like, yay, I won, like, yes, victory is mine, wahahaha. 444 on the timer. Okay, so it could be a whole host of things with whatever is going on here, but this is really great. So what's happening to do with this Ace of Swords for Aquarius? And obviously you feel right at home with this because the swords are your energy, like air signs. So this is good. If this could even be yay to communication with someone, or like maybe if somebody comes through and asks you out, like romantically, and you say yes, or vice versa. Or potentially you had a particular thought and you were doing some sort of like manifestation technique, and it's actually coming to fruition as well. What is going on here for Aquarius? What do they need to know? What do they need to hear right now, please? And thank you. I'm also hearing your voice is very important. Your voice is very important. Okay, I'm just checking that that works still. And I'm getting public speaking or something to do with being in front of an audience, because of like you're doing a conference or like a talk, in regards to like a seminar or a workshop or something along a lecture. A lecture could be it here, or you're teaching a course or something like this. Okay. Tower, right? Aries Scorpio energy with the Ten of Swords at the bottom of the deck. I love the fact that we have the Ten of Swords. And the reason being is because this says that this is over and done with, or it will be very soon over and done with. A painful cycle that you have endured, and the new energy is here, ready and waiting for you. Okay. So the other message I'm picking up on is that I do believe we have Neptune retrograde in the sign of Aries. So obviously depending on where you have Aries in your birth chart, and Neptune, when it's kind of like reversal, I mean in retrograde, it doesn't actually go backwards in the sky. Like it looks like it, but it doesn't do that. Truths are revealed, illusions are shattered, secrets come out to light. So there could be something here where an important piece of information comes through, whether this is something you hear from someone or you read about it, or you get that intuitive download that something has energetically occurred or take place, even if you're at physical distance from whatever this is that's taking place, that's happening. And then you get clarity on whatever this is. This may, for some, if they have done something they shouldn't have done and they thought they got away with keeping it in the dark, they haven't. Just putting it out there for someone. Also, if there was a cycle that you were dealing with that was a lot, okay, there may have been something quite traumatic that took place and you didn't see it coming, but what this absolutely has done for you has broken you free from whatever this is or was. Wow, Eight of Cups. It's allowed you to be in a position and place to walk away, to be released from whatever was kind of keeping you tied down or held down in some way, kept you stuck or restricted. The Chariot just flew out, Cancer's energy. We're in Cancer season. 919 just come up on the timer, and we have the number 7 here. We're in the month of July. So there's something really important about this month of July, the rest of July. What's going on here? This is somebody that's overcome obstacles, overcome hurdles in their path. Okay. And we have water sign energy, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Oh my gosh, you're not going to believe it. 8 of Swords. What was I saying about feeling stuck or held back or tied up in some way? You're moving from away, whatever this is, okay? And the 7 of Cups. You may have felt a bit confused as to how something kind of transpired in the way that it did, like especially if it occurred very quickly. And so therefore you've been trying to recover and find your footing and make sense of it all. But I'm hearing that it's not going to necessarily make sense. but you're trying your best to figure it out anyway. The other message I'm picking up on with that Queen of Cups, the Seven of Cups, and the Eight of Swords, the Queen of Cups is an individual who comes across as very empathic, very caring, very loving, very warm, you know, like all of these kind of nurturing type of qualities, right? But with the Ten of Swords, the Tower, the Ace of Swords, and the Chariot, and the fact that you have these other cards as well, and like someone's trying to break away from whatever this is, I am picking up that there has been some sort of emotional manipulation going on here with a particular individual, and not everything is what it seems. And I'm hearing that the rose tinted glasses may have fallen off, and you're seeing the stark reality, the cold half truth to do with a reality. Or maybe you kind of already had an intuitive knowing or feeling of whatever this is or was, but there hadn't been the happening of the event as of yet, therefore for you to break away or remove yourself from whatever this was or is. And maybe now that it's happened, or it's to happen, you're going to be able to get released from whatever this is. I know that sounds incredibly wordy, guys. I feel like you trusted your intuition even though you didn't know necessarily what you were going to do next. You took a leap of faith with the Fool and the High Priestess, Cancer Pisces energy, and more water coming through. I'm hearing your intuition isn't ever going to steer you wrong. Your intuition is, and wow, my lip just got really itchy. I'm hearing you're being talked about right now. Not necessarily sure whether that's in a good way or a not so good way, but your name is definitely reaching rooms, or that you may expect or you're not expecting, depending on whether a situation has unfolded that was quite drastic or not. But you're being talked about. I'm even hearing gossiped about. Okay. So maybe you made a decision, and this is kind of like, ooh, rebellion with that leather jacket here. Guys, I literally picked that up, and the Eight of Swords just flew off the sofa and landed over there. So with me picking this up and then that Eight of Swords flying off, I feel like you've broken the chains, the shackles to do with whatever was keeping you held up or tied up. And it's a thing of the past now. I'm getting that there's still a little bit worry or concern. A little bit of worry and concern, maybe stress or anxiety to do with whether a situation is completely closed out, like it's done, or you're having to go back to that particular position or place. But I'm hearing not necessarily so with that Fool. I'm hearing you have the option and you don't have to. I'm hearing go back to a particular position or place, or be surrounded by certain people if you don't want to, and you don't have to, or you don't need to feel guilty or obligated about doing so. It's important that you chose yourself in regard to whatever this is. Six of Pentacles and the Sun. Things are balancing out for you. Leo energy, we're coming up soon into Leo season. And then we have the Moon at Pisces energy. Something about this maybe new moon in Leo that's coming up that's very important. You know, Leo is your sister sign. And then also later on in the month of August, we will have the full moon in Aquarius in Leo season. Something around the last moon cycle that we just had, whether that was this one on the 10th of July in Capricorn, or around the one before then, where something quite drastic occurred. But you're having peace come through for you in your life. This has been divinely orchestrated with judgment. Sagittarius energy. I don't know why I just got told to say something about a relationship. 9 of Swords. And the Emperor. Wow, well, that's not surprising. Okay, 1555 just come up on the timer. We have the Emperor, Aries energy, the King of Wands, 10 of Pentacles, and the Lovers, Gemini energy, with the 7 of Swords. Okay. Okay. So picking up on what I was getting before, is that there may have been a relationship, a connection that has ended or it's ending very soon. Somebody felt like they had to stay where they're at or with this particular person. They may have felt very confused. They were overthinking a lot of things. They may have had the light illuminate that whatever they were dealing with was not a very balanced situation. And there was something to do with a power struggle in a connection. And I am picking up on potentially a karmic relationship if it's a third party situation. And I'm hearing that something may have occurred whereby this person was very triggered by something in that particular connection, or they're getting triggered a lot right now to face certain aspects of themselves that they don't necessarily want to face. But I'm hearing needs must. This person, I'm hearing, wow, this person may be really struggling. And I just heard something about mercy. Like, have mercy on me, or show mercy on me, or something along these lines. I don't feel like you and someone are actually talking or connected right now. And I feel like this person, if they're dealing with somebody else and you know of it, or you're pretty sure about it, right? I'm hearing the grass wasn't greener. Okay. Yeah, with the 9 of Wands. There's definitely been the sense of getting hurt here. You see this person with the bandage around their head? And then we have the number 9s coming through. 99 or 999 is significant, which is to do with closure of cycles. Anyway, what else is going on here? I don't really want to tap in too much to do with the relationships, like as in romantic relationships and all of that. I want to find out other things. So what else is going on for Aquarius? Okay, 5 of Cups. 7 of Swords, right. What's this? 3 of Pentacles. The Hierophant, Taurus energy, and the Page of Wands. Guys, so my eye, wow, just got so itchy. I'm getting something to do with Uranus being in Taurus from 2018. Now, it's in the sign of Gemini, and it will be there up until the next like 8 years, until 2033. But Taurus being a fellow fixed sign like yourself, so Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius, has played a big part in your life, depending on where you have Taurus in your birth chart, okay, and what house. I feel that you guys are, you know, free from the anguish to do with the challenges you were up against in that particular area of your life. there is also something to do with finding out a truth. And this truth could be something along the lines to do with your finances, to do with property, to do with assets. It could even be to do with family, is what I'm hearing. There's been this air of sadness surrounding family or the idea of family. I'm hearing let down. You may feel really let down by certain people in your life. Aquarius, look at you. You literally just like flew up into my hand. The star, Aquarius energy, and the Three of Wands. But I'm hearing, even though you felt this deep sadness and upset to do with a certain truth, that maybe you realized that you weren't necessarily being as supported as you thought that you were. You've dealt with a while of a long while of feeling pretty downtrodden with a scenario. Maybe even feeling like you were losing hope or faith in a situation to turn around or have a new beginning. And so that therefore, if you haven't necessarily wanted to be in connection or dealings with on a regular basis with family, okay, then that's something that's going to soon be possible for you. I'm hearing you're going to have the resources, the amenities, whatever it is that you need in order to be able to start afresh in your life. Because there's been some sort of soul contract here. Soul contracts is what I'm hearing, to do with karmic family members. And I'm getting that there's a revelation that these others that were dealing with you are seeing that you are rising above, okay? And that you have been working on yourself, you have been healing, and you knew that there would be a change in the wind for you, and that this would all be over and done with relatively soon, and you could just genuinely feel a lot more at peace with yourself and your life, and overall happier, okay, with the Ace of Wands. Look at that, amazing. So yeah, your new energy, your new life, your new cycle, whatever it is that you've been wanting to bring in for yourself is getting ever oh gosh ever closer for you. Wow, see how my whole throat chakra just closed up just then? Jeez. I'm hearing don't tell them everything at once. Okay, so something's meant to be a bit of a surprise for you guys. Okay, Two of Wands. I'm hearing you already kind of have a knowing about what's coming through for you and your next chapter. You just didn't know when or where or how or what have you. Again, Three of Cups. Gosh, my whole throat chakra is playing up here, guys. You're going to be celebrating. Some of you, it's to do with a move. Like, I'm even getting the possibility of emigrating to another country, traveling overseas, and not necessarily just for a holiday, but a holiday could be in the cards relatively soon. But there's a sudden departure, okay, to do with a situation, or there has already been a sudden departure of a situation that was tying you down, and you may have felt like, have I made the wrong decision? Am I going to regret following through with this? And I'm hearing that you did of the right thing for your own sense of self-preservation, and you weren't going to be tolerating the sense of disrespect or being confused, and the like. So you removing yourself from something or someone or people, maybe if it was family, was the best thing you could have done with the Nine of Pentacles for your sense of independence here, okay? And I'm hearing you will get what it is that you need in order to be able to thrive, so you're not dependent on others, especially them, is what I'm hearing. But there has been this energy of powerlessness to do with how life has unfolded for you. But I'm hearing not anymore, Ace of Wands. I'm hearing you're being set free. You're free. With the Empress, Taurus, Libra energy, and we have Divine Feminine coming through. You may resonate as a Divine Feminine. Now I'm reading energy rather than gender or sex. So just take it how it resonates. And we all have masculine, feminine within us. Final message, please. Justice is yours. Libra energy. You've paid off a karmic debt. You've completed a karmic cycle. You've torn up karmic contracts, soul contracts. You're free. Justice is yours. And I'm hearing reap what you sow. You're about to reap what you sow, but in incredible, incredible ways. Okay? And whoever else has not been treating you kindly or fairly or what have you, they're going to reap what they sow as well. But you are going to be more than all right, is what I'm hearing. The Hermit, another 9, guys. Virgo season could be important, or it's highlighted here with the Ten of Cups. There could be something that's being situated around Virgo and Libra season, because that was the last 2 cards that came through. Okay? And then next to each other in chronological kind of order, or zodiac order, or whatever you want to kind of call it. I'm even getting some sort of reference here to do with the 9 and the 10, 9th and 10th house, maybe 2nd house, the 5th house, the 11th house is coming through for me as well, and the 7th house. There's some important aspects to do with someone's chart, with what's unfolding here. And it's actually getting you ever closer to this like dream being realized or wishes being fulfilled. Some of you have definitely wanted to move, or you wanted to start a family. And I'm hearing this is absolutely possible very, very soon. Very, very soon. The Magician, Gemini, Virgo, Scorpio. This is already manifesting. Get ready to receive with the 9 of Cups, wish fulfillment. Look, that's it. I'll just leave it there. 29, just come on the timer, and you break down 29 and you get 11, and you have 11, and then the star card. Okay, so guys, this is actually really a very interesting reading, and I want you to know that everything's going to be fine, everything's going to work out. And look at that, break up the deck, 2 of Cups. So there's something significant about a relationship, a romantic relationship, with either somebody coming back around or somebody new coming in. Yeah, absolutely. With the Ace of Pentacles, as I go to say that, this is physically manifesting. And I'm hearing that by this time next year, your life is going to be so completely drastically different. And I'm hearing completely unimaginable, unfathomable but in the best way possible. I'm hearing a lot can change in a year, okay? But that's going to be the end of the reading, guys. So 999, 1111, 111, 919, 911, 717, 711, 555, 777, 33 is significant. But that's going to be the end of the reading. Oh, confirmation, but that's going to be the end of the reading. So I hope that there have been some messages, a few messages, if not the whole reading, that potentially resonated. And if you have enjoyed this reading and you wish to support myself and the channel, there are donation links available. There is a PayPal link in the description box below, and the other option is Super Thanks, which is listed underneath this video. So thank you so much to those of you guys that have already donated. I greatly appreciate you. So thank you. Even if you don't financially donate, a wonderful way to energetically donate is to like, share, subscribe, comment down below, and I'll get back to you guys on those comments when I can. So thank you all so much. I greatly appreciate it. What else was I going to say? Gosh, it's been a really long day, guys. I'm so sorry. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you get an alert as to when I post another video and you don't miss out future updates or content. And please feel free to check out your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mercury, and North Node placements in the other zodiac sign readings that I provide on a weekly basis to gain further insight. But I hope that you have a wonderful week. Sending love and light your way. Many blessings. Please take care, and I'll see you and speak to you soon. Thank you. Bye, guys.